So here's the update on the grades for the third and fourth 9 weeks. I've been thinking of this since, I don't know, before I thought they might start sending us home for temporarily before they shut us down entirely. So before we even left school, I was thinking about how we are going to handle the grades if something like this happened. So let me explain the third 9 weeks first, then we'll get into the fourth 9 weeks. I'm going to start with my psychology sociology class. That's the easiest. Since we're starting a new unit, there was no incomplete work. All the assignments have been turned in and already graded. We were just getting into the new unit, so you guys are done. You're as good as gold, pony boy. Good as gold. I will get back to you guys when we start talking about the fourth 9 weeks and how we're moving forward, but your third 9 weeks grades are done. Now the history classes. Both the US 2 and Honors US 2 were finishing up a major project, the Black History Month project. Both classes are going to be handled the same way, which I believe is to be as fair as I can be with this. If you do not get your project video uploaded from your iPad or you didn't finish recording it, it will be excused. No harm, no foul. I put an EX in the grade book, and it's not going to hurt your grade. It's not going to help your grade, but the important thing is it's not going to hurt your grade. I can't get to those iPads. I can't upload the videos. I can't grade anything. But you have all the project points from the exit questions and the other assignments that went into that, writing your scripts and turning everything in. So those points will be in the grade book. Those will count towards your projects. I'm going to pause this for a second. I'm working on my own down in the basement. Although it looks like I'm out on my snow-covered deck. It's too cold for an old person like me outside today. So all of the exit questions, the turning in your script, turning in your type of your project topics, your group members, all of those points that we're building towards this project to make it over 300 points, those are going to be in the grade book. That'll help you out. If you didn't get your project uploaded, there's nothing we can do about that. I'll excuse it, and you're good. Not an issue. Now, for those of you that have your project uploaded, you are going to have an option. This is what's, I think, fair. Since the other students don't have, they're going to be excused from it. You have the option of being excused from having your project graded. Email me whether or not you want your project graded. Most of you know if your project was uploaded or not because I helped you upload it. We did that together in class. If you want me to grade your project, I'll grade it based on the rubric we had. I don't see that being an issue. Most of the projects you guys did were pretty good quality. So, if your project's video was uploaded from the iPad that you recorded on, you're going to have an option of having it graded. I think that's fair since the other students, they're going to be excused. You have the option of either having your project excused or I will grade your project. The projects that were completed looked pretty decent, looked pretty good. We'll use the rubric that I gave you guys, but you have that option. You can either have it excused where it doesn't hurt, doesn't help, it's just an EX in the grade book, or you can have it graded based off the rubric. And that would probably help your grade, but that's up to you to decide. I need that decision by Tuesday, which would be April 14th at noon. Reason being, I have to turn grades in at the end of the week, next week, and I want to have time to grade the projects that are graded. So it's up to you guys as to whether you want your projects graded or not. Send me that email. If you don't want it graded, we'll put the EX in the grade book and we will move on. I'll turn on my teleprompter again here. So that's how we'll handle that. Doesn't hurt, doesn't help, it's just excused. But let me know as soon as you can so I can get those graded in the grade book. The last assignment of the 9 weeks, it was due the day we actually were sent home, that Friday. That was the Black History Month project flashcards. You would make a Google Doc and of 5 terms from each of your topics. Submit it to me. If you haven't done that, please do that. The ones that were submitted, I have graded it, and they're already in the grade book. Submit those in Edmodo. Share the Google Doc with me. If you're not sure if you submitted it, check the grade book. The grades are in. If you submit it to me by Thursday, April 16th at noon, I'll be able to get the flashcards graded and in the grade book. If you don't want to submit them, let me know. I'll excuse you from that. It's a 20-point assignment. Easy 20 points. But I have to have grades in by Friday, April 17th. So if you don't give them to me by those flashcards by Thursday at noon, I'm not going to be able to get everything graded in time and turned into the school. So I hope this clears things up. If you have any questions, please email me. I'm going to pause this again. So I have to have grades in Friday. I don't know exactly what time, but I have to get them in, so I won't have time to get everything entered and double checked in the grade book. So the third 9 weeks will be wrapped up. We'll have everything in the grade book. You'll see what your grades are. I'll submit that. And so ends the tale of the third 9 weeks. It's a little messy, but I think this is the fairest way to proceed moving forward. So we have that taken care of. We're going to move on to the fourth 9 weeks now. This pertains to all the classes, the honors, US, the US 2, and the psych and social classes. So I'm going to start the teleprompter back up. Wearing my Mr. Rogers sweater from the classroom. Had it washed when I came home, disinfected. Now I figure I'll put it to use today. Fourth 9 weeks. Everything we've started from home will be on the fourth 9 weeks grade. Each assignment will have a point value. Early assignments were set up as a completion for credit, participation grade. So we have, moving forward, we'll have a mix of assignments. Some will be accuracy based. Some will be participation grades. I'll let you know going into each assignment which is which. I'll let you know the point total, if it's participation or accuracy. I've had some suggestions from people on how to mix up assignments. I'm going to implement some of those as we move forward. Hold on a second, please. And I'm taking those suggestions into account. I don't want to just have you do written notes because that would bore the daylights out of all of us. And I'm going to try and have some fun moving forward. So we're going to mix things up. Some people request that I give you some video notes because the reading is a lot. So I'm going to do some video notes. Some people learn better that way with the lecture. So I'll give you a mix of those where you take notes. Some you'll read and answer questions. Some you'll read and take notes. Some you'll watch videos, answer questions. I'll throw some quizzes in there. Either the quizzes for accuracy, some will be participation, some will be actual quizzes through Edmodo. There'll be timed. I was talking to Mr. Pasquale, see how he runs it with his classes, and some other teachers we were bouncing ideas around. I'm also going to have you guys do some flip grids and possibly some TikToks. I was talking with some teachers I know from around the state and how they're using those tools. That way everything's not reading and writing. We have some fun in it with it. And I know some of you aren't crazy about being on screen. You don't have to be on screen. But a lot of you that claim that you're not happy being on screen, I'm always hollering at you for taking selfies and photobombing other people's pictures. And I'm constantly telling people in class when I come in from hall duty, stop playing with your cameras. So this could be something fun. Try and come up with a couple field trips to some decent places, maybe some other activities that are different from what we normally do. Some things I wanted to incorporate anyway that'll be easy to do. Like I said, everything will have a point total. Even with the psychology classes, we can run some things in. We can do some projects, some small projects, because some of you are still working just on your phones or you have older equipment. So I'm taking all of that into consideration as we move forward. But everything will have a point total. I'll let you know what the point total is. Sometimes it might just be a range, and once we get the final assignment, I'll narrow that range down. But everything will go in the grade book. As you know, we've been running since we've been home. If you're having issues, with technology, with connectivity. Something happens in the family, you get sick, someone else gets sick, please let me know. We'll handle that on a case-by-case basis and move forward. I don't know when grades for the fourth 9 weeks will be due yet. I'll let you know as soon as I know. But we have into at least the end of May before we have to worry about that. So I'm going to try and keep things like next week we'll just have one assignment. You have an assignment due Tuesday that was given yesterday. Probably 2 assignments a week at tops. And I'll have activities in between for you guys to do and help you out. Some of it will be optional. The mandatory stuff will be given point totals, and those will go into the grade book. I want to make this as painless as possible, as fair as possible for everyone involved, and try and make it fun. So if you have any ideas, please let me know. I'm going to come forward here and turn on the teleprompter. So, I wanted to open things up the last 9 weeks anyway. The only difference is we're not going to be in the same classroom when we do this. The optional enrichment assignments are still available in Edmodo if you would like to do them at any time. We'll post those onto the fourth 9 weeks though, because we're not going to have time to get stuff into the third 9 weeks. If you have any ideas, please submit them via the Flipgrid that I've posted. And hold on a second. Let me show you something here. See if I could do this. So I'm still working by myself. Boom, I already checked this. Right here is the Flipgrid code. You scan that with your phone. It'll open up the Flipgrid, and that's where you can go in and give me your ideas. You don't have to be on camera. Just want to hear your voice. I'd rather have you give me audio ideas, and we'll do some assignments through Flipgrid because it's easier for me to listen to 90, some of you, over 100 of you, than it is to read 100 paragraphs. Plus, I've noticed some people on some of the notes are using words they don't normally use in class. Some of the words I had to look up, so I'm fairly certain those aren't your own words. They'll play by the little fidget spinner here. Squirrel, got distracted. You can't do that on the Flipgrid. So we'll do some assignments that way. If you come up with any ideas, if your friends in other schools are doing something neat, if you're going on different field trips, virtual tours, or anything like that, you're interested in doing something like that, please jump onto the Flipgrid. The QR code is right here. Right, oh, my hand's zoning out. There it is. Right there. And give me the ideas, pass on that information, because I'd like to make this fun while we're kind of trapped away from each other. I'll also post the link to this Flipgrid in the email that will send this video out to you. So that's it for now. Enjoy the holiday weekend. Stay safe. And if you have any ideas, you have any questions, please email me. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Good afternoon. I'm ghosting out here as I could see. What a difference a couple of days make. The background here behind me, same background as the other day, except this time covered with snow. We'd had a 2-hour delay if we had school today. Anyways, I wanted to give you an update on the grades for the third and fourth 9 weeks. I'm actually going to pull this closer here so I can see this. I've been thinking about this since before school, before we were sent home from school, and it was shut down. So it's been a long time I've been thinking about this. I'm going to explain how the third 9 weeks and fourth 9 weeks will go, and give you an update. I think this is the fairest way.